We carry our triggers from that trauma from years ago in every situation we're in today. And so you just get to see from that beautiful example of how we just keep recycling the trauma until we understand, oh my gosh, this is the trauma that lives inside of me hidden. And I reenact it in these ways. I really do want to emphasize that trauma is a response rather than an event. It comes from a trauma event, absolutely, or events. But I think people really need to be assured that we all have work to do. And it doesn't necessarily mean something's wrong with me or something happened to me that had to be so big that I've got to qualify to do the work. We all get to do the work. We're all worth doing the work. And it's one of the most beautiful gifts you can give yourself.
Awesome. I loved it. And the other thing, I have a couple other notes here. There's some things, we went through a bunch of exercises. So I just wanted to share this. I walked away with the retreat with my trigger words, which was amazing. And I just realized, so my 3 trigger words, I'm humiliated, I'm lonely, and I'm furious. And so I think about my life and I think about the things that happened. And for example, when I was in college, I worked with a company called Student Works Painting. I learned how to run a house painting business over the summer. And I ended up getting fired due to my alcoholism and drug addiction. And I was with this company for, gosh, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years. It was what I did. It was like my whole world centered around this company. I was a district manager, then I was a general manager. I learned how to be a professional. I learned how to work hard. I made great money, but so speaking to my trigger words, I'm fired, so I'm humiliated. To get a free copy of the 12-step guide that I created for you, click on the link in the description below. And then I'm lonely because everything is gone. My whole world is ripped away from me. And then I'm furious. Being furious doesn't necessarily come out as I'm furious. It doesn't come out as I'm angry. What it does is that's my motivator to go work hard and make something happen. So I bounce back and I do something. I'm on to my next thing. And that happened multiple times in my life. I'm fired, I'm humiliated, I'm lonely, I'm furious, and the anger comes out as me being motivated, and I'm on to my next thing. So what's your explanation of, because that anger is what I used. Maybe if I wasn't so angry, I wouldn't have gone on to do the next great thing.
Right. It's interesting because those triggers teach us about ourselves. And in anger is a beautiful thing. We've really created this idea of anger as something horrible and we shouldn't have it. But the pure essence of anger is a motivator, big time motivator. That's what anger is for. And so you can use, what happens is, let me just explain the process. We find these trigger words by exploring the trauma. And so, as you well know, we went back and looked at those traumas and said, what were the feelings that I carry from this? And we find out what those triggers are. And those triggers are today's trigger words. Not, yes, they go back, but they're today's trigger words. And so what you're describing is what the hidden trauma is, because we carry our triggers from that trauma from years ago in every situation we're in today. And so you just get to see from that beautiful example of how we just keep recycling the trauma until we understand, oh my gosh, this is the trauma that lives inside of me hidden. And I reenact it in these ways, but I can use my trauma in not just healing for myself, but for motivation to help others, to be able to use these feelings in a way that are helpful to me instead of me being stuck in the harm of them.
If you got value from this video, if you heard what you needed to hear, be sure to like it. Comment if you've got a question or you have something to say. Subscribe to the channel. Camelback Recovery provides treatment services for people struggling with mental health, mental illness, addiction, alcoholism, whatever it may be. So if you or a loved one is struggling and you need some guidance and you need some direction, reach out to us. Our contact information is down below, or you can go to our website, camelbackrecovery.com, whether it be detox, inpatient treatment, outpatient treatment, sober living, recovery coaching, sober companion services, whatever it may be. Like I said, we can either help you or make sure that you get sent in the right direction. We help people all over the country, all over the world for that matter. I'll see you on the next video.